Hey, what's up, Christian? Hope you're doing well. Jose Hernandez, how's it going? Couple of these windows going. Hey, what's up, Sess? Chile, what are you doing there? What you doing in Chile, Sess? Oh, you got me. Why? Why are you doing that? Main window UMK3. Why are we not getting ROMs out of that? Oh, wrong directory. Dummy. But this one? There we go. So yep, we're gonna be going to the mountain tonight. Hitting up some 1.2. See if I can keep these separate from each other enough to be able to decipher what the heck I'm doing. Alright. Alright, let me see how the game volume is. Let's see, I think you guys can hear that okay. I just want to be able to hear a little bit. Okay. So. Alright, yep, there's all that 1.3 stuff, 1.2 stuff. Oh, thanks, Christian. What's up, Arturo? Main machine built, sweet. It's like a overall like a main like cabinet, or just like a PC to run MAME on. You know what? I don't need UMK3 Plus right now. But I will have a lot going on, so I'll try to keep this kind of small down here. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Oh, that's cool, Sess. I'd love to have me a dedicated cab. Is it like a midway style or like a stand-up cab style? Hey, Howard. Let's see what we got here. Some stuff there. Oh, what else we got? Oh, there we go, yeah. See, that right there was the additional text for that was added to the Ultimate Combat Code in UMK3 Plus. Oh, right on. Man, that looks good. That looks good, Sass. I like that. That's a good looking picture. That's a good looking cabinet. Very cool. Character ending and then Khan's treasures. Sess, do you want me to like? Do you want me to show them on the stream? Like, do you care? Or I saw them. They're pretty cool. Let's see. Beat Khan, go straight to the character ending and then Khan's treasures. It's a possibility. Not totally out of the realm of possibility. We'll see. Alright. Let's see. Let's get to hammering some of this stuff out. So yeah, we're going to tear down the Ultimate Kombat Code stuff tonight, which is why I have UMK3 1.2 running. So there's a couple things that will point us in that direction. Let's see, I've got it bookmarked here. I actually have some really neat stuff to show. Yeah, here we go. All right, yeah, let me pull that up real quick, Seth. So you guys can take a look at the machine Seth built here. There's a shot of it there. I love the graphics on it. Love that side art. That's pretty sweet, man. That is good looking. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. What do you build that out of? Like, what's the... Is that MDF on the outside? Yeah, it looks so good. All right. So, what's up, Chardonnay? So here is some of the... Oh, okay. Sweet. All right, so here is some of the stuff for the Ultimate Kombat Code. And look, there's boobs. One there. One there. One there. Don't cancel me. Okay. So let's see. 106 CC40. Looks so weird. The character's all way up there on the select screen. You don't have movement, smoke. You don't have any hidden. It's like getting on Xbox Live for the first time. No, I should not have done that. I should have gone to expert, or should have gone to champ or master 2. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna let Scorpion beat me down here. Yeah, they used a different graphic style. They used that conic. Was that where he was like the tower in the background from the rooftop was all muckety muck. No, this right here is 1.2. Alright, so we're going to go to the Ultimate Combat Code. So this right here is the Ultimate Combat Code timer. This 106 CC40. Alright, that just made a liar out of me. 106 C440. Again, making a liar out of me. What the crap? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. 106 C440, I swear. What the crap? I must have fat fingered something. You can imagine that. I'll find it though. No, it's not 2450, 2590. No. What the crap? Where did it go? Here. Oops. Wrong memory address. Got the whole breakdown of it here, so we can find it. We can definitely find it. So like these right here are the 3 character unlock memory locations. It's Melina, I think, Classic Sub, and Ermac, or Melina, Ermac, and Classic Sub. One, it's 11, 14, and 15. So it's Melina, Mac, and Classic Sub. I feel like a fool because I got the timer wrong. I had that marked out and everything last night. I was all proud of myself and stuff, doing like little baby circles, percolating. Sure you remember that. But I'm just trying to break down how the Ultimate Combat Code works. Just for grins. Thought it was one of these two. Bet it's not. It's around here somewhere. The unlocks, that's the celebration. Hidden character, and this is the hidden character unlock jump. Oh, here's something neat. This right here, I'll show you this. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Actually, well, you know what, let me show it right now. All right, here we go. All right, so this is Melina. Now watch when Melina pops up. I'll see if I can capture it on screen. You see that? Did you see that little smoke puff come up? It's kind of hard to catch. I'll try to stop it a little bit sooner. There it is. Dang it! One more time. Golly. But it's definitely there. And that is leftover code. And I'll show you what it's left over from. There it is. I mean, you saw it. Okay. It's there. So that is leftover code from MK3. So what I will do, and I will demonstrate that to you. Let's see. We need a calculator. Leftover code from MK3. So let me grab this guy right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to, let's see, this is the Molina code. So it's this one here, which will, so we'll make it smoke. Okay, now. All right. So now with that in mind, we're going to completely blank out the effects process routine that runs in there. Now watch when smoke comes up this time. What's not there? We don't see Smoke's smoke. He's snuff or snus. Smokeless. Vape, if you want to be a douchebag. Alright, wait a minute, what? Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, bro. So, excuse me. So there's that. So let's roll back. We can actually do some pretty crazy stuff with this. If we change, if we change the effect, this is pretty good. I like this one. When it just goes up in a cloud of smoke. You can enter all kinds of neat little, all the different special effects to process. They're here for you to do whatever you want with. That's supposed to be Night Wolf routine, I think. And do something really, really fun. She didn't even finish her victory stance. What the heck? I could do this all day long, but nobody really wants to actually do that. Make them run away after. I have to write some custom code into that to make that happen. I mean, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. I toyed around with this one. Let's see. I don't know what this is gonna do, but I mean, it's very, very easy to do different things and not actually. This doesn't even affect anything. I can do the same thing with Motaro, and if, like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what all these effects processes are, but I don't know why that doesn't always complete the victory stance animation. There's actually a few things I wonder about with this. Yeah, it's almost like there's not enough frames of animation or something. Or there's not, like, enough time to let him do his thing. Because, like, he only gets to there. Same way, like, when you unlock Smoke in MK3, he doesn't finish the victory animation, like his victory stance animation. Watch. See, like, his arm. Get out of here, Smoke. Get it. Like, his victory stance is different. Like, it doesn't come all the way up. I'm not sure exactly what causes that. I don't know. Add a couple seconds of delay onto the next thing here. Nope. Interesting. So, yeah, there's that. The other thing that is kind of cool to explore. Let's see. So we can change the stage on which he appears. What's up, Noob Cybot? Change the stage on which he appears. Or she. Whoever the unlockable is. And then, this one's fun. We can change how quickly the stages are cycled. Actually, a lot of cool stuff we can do. Just to change different things up if we so desired. The stage cycles, how many times they cycle. Like, and the other thing is, like, the stages here, they cycle through. Let me show you how this one works. So this code right here, this is moving 2 hex into A10. And what that does is that gives us 2 cycles. It cycles through the stages twice. And what this does is it loads E hex into A11. And what that is that's our stage. So that's why it starts on Jade's Desert. And of course, you see Jade's Desert twice because in 1.2, it substitutes Jade's Desert background in for the bank stage. and so like these down here, no, there's no real fix to it. Now, like, we could fix that for the updated, like, for balance options, but as far as core gameplay goes, Jose, that won't be changed. It does do more because, which hit is it? It's one of the, I think it's one of the extra kicks triggers another, I think it triggers another damage protection, which is why it does less. No, it's what? Let's see. It's the low punch in the combo that triggers damage protection. So yeah, since the low punch triggers damage protection, that's why the 6 hit does less than the 5 hit. All right, let's continue on here. Let's go break down this code. And so it moves A11 to SP, and that is because it jumps back. So let's do it this way. So it moves A11 to the stack. So it moves the E hex to the stack. Calls the stage load code. And then it moves the stage code, the stage ID, back to A11. And these two sounds right here are our explosion sounds. 0 is one part of the explosion, 1 is the other part of the explosion. Then we have an 8 hex frame delay, and I believe 6460 is a, yeah, it's the palette format. It's the palette format routine. FF9B6460, is that right? Yeah. FF9B6460, yeah. Yes, that's correct, Jose. That's for the that's the contributor edition of Beta 1. So yeah, that's the palette index. I'm kind of curious what would happen if we change that to no operation. But anyway, sorry, I'm gonna describe all this code. So this is the DSJ, which if you're out there, Abystus, and you're listening, which you may not be, you may still be listening to Paul's stream, or if you're on anybody's stream, I don't know. But if you're out there, this is that DSJS code, one of my favorite little deals in. It takes up just a little bit of code instead of moving it, calling if it's equal, decrementing, jumping back. It does it all right here. Decrement, skip, jump, short. So what this does is it will decrement A11, and then if that decrements A11 down to 0, it goes to the next line of code. If not, it does the decrement to A11 and then jumps back to this C9F0 routine right here, which moves our A11, which is now D, all the way down. Now, here's an interesting thing. We will never see the subway loaded because the subway state, it's the same reason in 1.2 we didn't see Kano come through. We didn't see Kano come through, and with Stryker's friendship, we didn't see Kano. Kano is character ID 0. The subway is stage ID 0. So it never gets to run the load for stage ID 0 because it checks to see if A11 is 0, and if it is 0, it runs down to the next routine. So that's why we never see the subway on the Ultimate Combat code, which I will verify that now. What we'll do is we'll increase the stage transition delay. So now if you watch, we'll never see the subway. So yeah, that's why we never see the subway. Now, of course, we can fix that. But anyway, once it goes to 0, it will then decrement A10 and jump back to E0. So it moves the stage ID back to E, which starts the cycle again, but it also decrements this value down to 1, so it starts the second cycle. And then when that is finished, it moves 10 hex to A11, which is the blue the UMK3 blue hidden portal, or Zawislak, Busores, or whatever you want to call it, calls the stage load code. And this is the call for the master audio routine, which plays the fanfare. And then this is the text string from this point on. It loads at that X and Y location. There's a 70 hex delay. It loads I am at your control. So let's take a look at that for anybody that may not believe that. FF9 8DBE0 31B7C. I am at your control. And this other one up here, FF9BDB20, 98DB20, 31B64. From this point on, I am at your control. And then it calls the character to jump up on screen and do their victory pose. Down through here, it updates their layer so they come in behind the text. And then this is that little smoke deal. And then we get the delays, and then we go back to our game. Go back to the AMA screen. Oh man! So the deal with the reptile, or the deal with the scorpion mask, is that was an unused asset in the game. It actually goes over top of, here, let's do this. It actually goes over top of the skull, or not the skull. It goes over top of the existing sprites that are on the screen. It just overlaps them perfectly. And I can show you this. Let's see, I need to run MAME. I need to run the new MAME, which I believe is, was it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh gosh. Yeah, nope, that's not it. We want beta 1K. UMK3 PK, okay. Oh, come on, don't you start this crap with me. UMK3 PK is plainly right there. Dang it. There, alright, looks like you might get full screen. Yep. You get full screen for a second here, guys. Okay, so I'll explain this real quick. This is about the best way to do it. So, if you look at Smoke and Scorpion, you can see a couple things here. The their skin color is a little bit different in the face, and of course, Scorpion has the glowing eyes. But the big tell is the big tell is the glowing, or the big tell is the different color skin. So the mask, the skull mask, and the glowing eyes and the skin around, like his face around his eyes, those are separate sprites, and those go over the top of the existing ones. So with those being unused sprites, the glow in his eyes correlates to other of the same colors in the palette of his face. So you might make some green eyes for Ermac or some red eyes for Reptile, but you'd also get some of the really light skin tone around his eyebrow and stuff would also turn red or green. So you'd actually have to manipulate the sprites to do that. So there you go. So that's that explanation. Like it or lump it. Alright, so let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, the celebration. It would be cool to be able to do it. Just don't know how in the scope that is for UMK3 Plus. Considering we did everything we could to put stuff on the new graphics ROMs, so that the second beta can just go on revision ROMs and not have to go get another set of graphics chips. Ooh, I'm drinking some grape juice. This stuff's kind of potent. So let's see. So yeah, there's that smoke effect that was left over from UMK3, but this is actually very beneficial for us, for this to be here, because for that chameleon unlock, it substitutes that with the code to trigger the palette swaps for his outfits. So that's what that is. That is what that is. So I'm curious. I don't know what this is. I think I don't know what it is. I want to see what it is. This code right here, 9C, the move C7 hex to A11. Check that out real quick, because I'd like to know what it does. What it does for our celebration. Gotta find it. There we go. So let's make it something drastically different. A7. Second thing is that the 100 hex to A1, and the move is a okay, that's her position on the That's her position on the stage. So theoretically, if you wanted to ultimately unlock with a combat code 2 characters, you could move them, like move one over to the left, create another little process to move one over to the right, and just be like, from this point on, you know, we are at your control, but can you find us? It's been a long day. Trying to find some humor in everything. But yeah, that's how that works. that is how that works, guys. So that is the makings of the Ultimate Kombat Code. But now we can break down some other stuff, like how the heck do we get here? So there are some fixes, I think, that I would like to make. A couple other things I'd like to do, like I'd like to explore this code right here. So we're going to do that. I believe what this is, without looking at it, this is invalid combat code. This is the call for that. And this is going to be the death scream. And this E hex to A0, decrementing A0, that is so we get a death scream for either a, one of the 4 male voices, or the female voice, or the Shiva voice. That's what this is, I bet. Let's find out. So we're going to invalidate our combat code. E hex to A0. So let's do something silly. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is giving us A0 to what's at A8 to 1. So this is going to give us the Nightwolf, Reptile, Rain, Death Scream. Are you ready? How about that? Dang, I'm good. So we'll mark this. We'll say Death Scream invalid combat code. What else can we find? I mean, that's a lot of the Ultimate Combat Code. But let's see. Let's see what makes it tick. Like the button presses and the different stuff like that. So let's start into that. That's kind of the fun stuff. The cyborg ninjas don't actually have a death scream. I believe it's this one right here, which is Melina. We're just using Melina because she's the first one that comes up with the unlockables. The reason behind that, Jose, this so what this does is this FFB 56560, that is a character specific routine. So, and then this 9 hex that this routine looks at that is in an array that points us to an address. So it's taking the character's ID and doing some programming functions and calculating which death scream to pull up. So if we do something different here, so instead of 9 hex to A0, I'll demonstrate it, why the heck not. So let's prep. There we go. Okay. we go here, and we change this. 8. So we do 8. It's going to give us some different kind of scream or something. Actually, yes, in 1.2 it's the Kano Jack's Death Scream, but those were transposed and they were given to the wrong characters. So it's the classic sub Kung Lao scream. So let's listen. Okay. So that is when you get your lunch money taken and you slip on Sub-Zero's ice. Alright, so let's see what makes this tick. This is Melina. Look at this. Look at this. Move boob D. Can you believe that? Move boob D. A7. Come on, Ed. Can't believe this guy let that happen. Unbelievable. Totally unacceptable, Ed. Alright, anyway. So we're going to move, we're going to add A0 to A7. It's going to give us this address, FF83. FF83 6CD0. Which is 6D9A. Alright. So there are, what, 10 buttons to be pushed for an ultimate combat code. 69A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This right here is our Melina ultimate combat code. 2, 3, 4, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, ED. Which seems really weird because we're hitting 2, 2, 2, 6, 4 on player 1 and player 2 side, which is Ed Boon's birthday, February 22nd, 1964. That is where that came from. That's where that came from. So I wonder, actually, honestly, if there were originally going to be 4 or 5 ultimate combat codes, because if you choose, let me invalidate this one. If you choose this, okay. All right, so let's say you game the system here a little bit. And you use a main cheat to play as Melina. You're going to get locked to this stage. So I'm going to play through a fight as Melina. Come on. Alright, let's do cheat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Reptile, come on, man. Go easy. I'm also playing on keyboard, so with Melina. Oh my gosh! Stop it. There we go. Sorry. Oh my gosh, Reptile, stop that. There you go. Die. Die. Get off my screen. So we go to the next stage, and we'll be in, you guessed it, the blue portal. Now, the reason Okay? The reason I suspect there may have been more than one combat code, or more than 3 combat codes, and they just changed how they present you the secret characters. I think this is the right one. So watch this. Oh, dang. Actually, I'm going to let Reptile beat me. Okay, it's back, high punch, high kick, block, and run. Right? High punch, high kick, block, run. High punch, high kick, block, run, back. Yeah. What the heck? Anyway, maybe if I was smart, I just mapped my controller. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why. It's because I have the player 1 stuff mapped also. High level scrubbery on my part. Okay, now we will definitely get a smoke code. Yep, got them all held. What in the absolute heck? Why are you doing this to me? High punch, high kick, block, run. And back. Okay, because run's not working. Scrub. Sorry. Here we go. Now we'll get smoke, or else I'm going to run some laps. There we go. Alright, now so now we're going to go to the hidden portal, or the UMK3 portal. Alright. So human smoke is also stage locked to the portal. So if you don't unlock Molina, Sub-Zero, and Ermac properly, and you just main cheat to stuff them in there, you'll play on the blue portal. And smoke is also stage locked to the blue portal. So thought that was interesting. And then Noob obviously is locked to Noob's Dorphin in 1.2, and of course Khan and Motaro are locked to their respective stages. So I wonder if smoke was planned as another ultimate combat code. I don't know. As far as I can tell, though, there's only 3. But anyway, let's get back to breaking this thing down. Okay, so we're going to move Boob D's. I'm serious, that's what the code is right there. You see it, BOOBDEE. We're going to move the Boob D's to A7. We're going to add, okay, so FF83C6D0, which I already showed you, was this right here. 6D9A. That's where it starts. So we're going to call this routine, and that's going to move objects. And then we're going to, so A8 at the 1D0 hex, that is the input number. So I can show you what's at A8 at the 1D hex. So if we take that memory value, A8, 103, 1D, 10, and at the 1D0 hex, which is going to be right here. No, 81835. 81835. Which code is that? Is that UMK? I'm not sure if that date is significant to any. That's Sub-Zero. That's a good question. I mean, maybe like it's a parent's birthday or something. If he was born in 64, it's reasonable to believe that maybe a parent was born in 1935. So yeah, so we move what's at A7 to A7 plus. This little plus command, or this little plus piece of the code, is going to move what's at A7 to A0. When we say what's at A7, this address, FF83 6CD0, which is this 6D9A, this number 2 here, it's going to move that to A0, but it's also going to increment A7. So watch A7 here. A7 is going to become E0. And we also moved what's at 69A here to A0. And then we're going to subtract A5, A0, which 2 from 0 is still 2. We're going to increment A5. Then we're going to compare A0 and A1. And if it's not equal, we're going to jump to the next set of combat codes. And I'll show you that in a minute. But since it is good, we're going to move what's at A8 at the 20 hex to A8 1, which is going to give us our next set of combat codes. And then we're going to jump back here. Going to move that, which is another 2, and we're going to move A7 to what's at A7 to A0. It's a 3, but we're going to subtract A5 from A0, and that makes it 2. Then we increment A5 because that's the position. We're going to compare, and then we're going to go on. So it runs through all of these numbers, and if they're equal, we get a new fighter. But let's invalidate one. I want to invalidate the first one, which I did. So we're going to move the boob D's. Clear A5, move what's at A8. And then we're going to move what's at A7. Subtract. So you see we have 3 comparing to 2. So this is no good. So it's moved on, and now it's going to continue to go forward, and now it's going to check for UMK stuff. So what we have learned by these combat codes right here is, let me pull up my Ultimate Combat Code research stuff. So in order to calculate the Ultimate Combat Code, it is going to be the 1 check value of current icon. Of course, we know the different values of the icons. And then check 2, we're going to add current position to icon value. And then we're going to evaluate. So in this case, if I change any of these values, like say I change this value, say I change this value to 1, even though I have a valid combat code showing, it's no good. So now I want to create a perfectly blank combat code. All right. So we're not going to touch this, but we're going to get Melina. Right? So we do our checks. So now we know how to construct an ultimate combat code. So let's do something silly. Let's construct the ultimate combat code for me. Let's do it based on my birth date. Okay. So my ultimate combat code is going to be 2, 2, 7, B, 8, right? Two, 2, 7, B, 8, and 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 4 is 12. C. Let's get out the handy dandy calculator. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 is 8, 9. C, yep. And then 9 plus 8. 11, A plus 3, D. So let's see if I was right. Let's see, so 002. That last one I'm definitely not right about. 9, it would be 9 plus 3. C. And I need 2 sets. I need 2 sets of controls on this. Oops. Punch, block, high kick, low punch, low kick. run. Okay. This is when it would be really handy to remember where that timer was. Because if I knew where the timer was, I could manipulate it to where I had a whole bunch of time to put in the combat code. So 21483. So, okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, crap. Yeah, that was awful. That was pathetic. Hey. Don't quote yourself, Shao. Don't quote Shao Kahn. Alright, so 2 plus the position, 1 plus the position, 4 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 3 plus 5, 6 plus 2, 7 plus... Oh boy, we're gonna have to... Just have to redo that. So 2 plus 1. 1. I'm sorry, 2 plus 0. 1 plus 1. 4 plus 2. 8 plus 3. 3 plus 4. 2 plus 5. 1 plus 6. 4 plus 7. 8 plus 3. Sorry, 8 plus 8. 3 plus 9. So 2, 2, 6, 8, 9, A, B, 7, 7, 7, 11 is B, 16. What's 16? 10. 3 plus 9 is 12, which is C. So that should be our ultimate combat code. Two over 2 over 6 over B. Okay. 21483, 21483. God, I really wish I could find that. State save Drew KK. All right. There it is. There it is. What did I... 106 C440. What did I have before? .106 C 440. Okay, well, maybe my fingers were just especially fatter today. So anyway, let's check this out. So if we move the, if we go A8, we got a ton of time. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 3. 3. 8. Okay. State save through Kombat Code 2. And we'll let the timer run out here. We'll see what happens. Basically first try. So there you go. So we'll put something in here. Drew KK, which is the Drew Kombat Code. What's up, Tupon? Nice to see you. Glad you're here, buddy. So yeah, now I've created a combat code. Combat Zone Riverfront Stadium. Nice. So it's actually really cool. We know how to make an Ultimate Combat Code now. That is good stuff. Then we have all kinds of ideas in which to all kinds of ideas. To make different things happen with the Ultimate Combat Code. But one thing I would like to do is I want to get the subway in the mix. So let's open up a main plus, which is beta 1. And let's load our state. What's going on here? Yeah, that's where it was originally. I didn't like that. Which I updated it in the script here. So if we, yeah. Now it'll come through correctly. actually had it right. E000, so it's here. I wasn't moving it enough. There we go. See all kinds of cool stuff there. And we can do a really ugly approximation of what another character may look like. Let me show you that. Do a really, like I said, this is going to be ugly. It's going to be really bad, but you'll see. Well, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh my. There we go. There we go. That's because the female ninja palettes don't line up at all. But if you ever wanted to see what a female chameleon would look like. You ever wanted to see what one would look like? Here's your chance. I think maybe. Yeah, that's because it's F. It's not as impressive. Not nearly as impressive. Alright. Yeah, so, alright, let's close out of that. I'm going to go back to 1.2 because that is where our original Ultimate Combat Code lies, and it gives us a better perspective. No, Victor, Chameleon Woman is not real. all I did was just I changed the character values of the palettes to shift from Scorpion, Reptile, Ermac, C-Sub, H-Smoke, Noob, and Rain to, you know, Melina, or Katana, Jade, Melina, Katana, Jade, Melina, Katana. That's all I did. Not really a big deal. That's all good, Victor. It's no problem. You never know. She might get put in the game one day. It's nothing to worry about. It's all good. She might make it in. Chameleon was very easy. Honestly, he was far easier to program and create, whatever you want to say, than Rain. And I'm sure there's still going to be some bugs that have to be worked out a little bit because obviously he's going to need some play testing done. So don't worry. Be happy. Wipe that frown. Turn that frown upside down, Victor. It is all good, my man. It is all good. All good. Let's see. What do I want to fix? Oh yeah, I want to explore some of the the stage transition. I want to explore the stage transition stuff. I want to explore some of the stage transition stuff because I feel like it could potentially be better. I wonder what happens if we don't run these palette formats. Oh, God! Oh my. Yeah, let's just keep throwing a whole bunch of stages together. That's amazing. Yeah. LSD is in your control. So if we did something like so yeah, those are the game has lost control. Yeah. I like that one. That's good. That's a good one. Let's see. So like, yeah, I mean, like even the stage transitions, you can get real ridiculous with those because it's the explosion sound that's cycling over and over. If you don't let it give it enough time. So we can do something like, you know, we can do all kinds of crazy, fun, cool stuff here in the fanfare. Like, let's see. Three, 1, 3, 9, C. 19 CB. So let's go E. So we'll get like a funky stage here. Watch. Alright, I will be back in just a second, guys. Be right back. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right. So what I want to do is I want to bring the subway in. I feel like that would be super. I feel like that would be super like appropriate because the poor subway doesn't get any love. Well, you can't spell chameleon without chameleon. All right, now, so what we need to do is we need to create something up here. We need to create something in here that will allow us to view the subway. So we need, let's see. Okay, so let's do this. So what we're going to do is we are going to decrement. We're going to decrement that value, but we're going to have to jump out to do it. So let's see, FF98CA00. All right. Decrement stage ID value. And we'll just go down here somewhere. Okay, so FF060. And it's one script. I don't feel like screwing with it, so. Alright. So, in this code, let me get this so we can see what we're doing. There we go. So in this code, we need to decrement right here. So our first thing, so if we go here, C9E0 hex, we're going to move K and move F hex to A11. One more than original due to decrement. So decrement stage ID value is going to be a simple decrement A11 away. Nuts. Load stage static, that's what we want. Don't remember all the routine names sometimes. I think we can get rid of you for now. Yes, okay. No. All right, so let's see if that works out for us. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump out. We're going to decrement A11 because we added an extra one, and then we're going to load the stage. So let's do that. Very simple, actually. EB, and we're going to do a state save subway KK. See what happens. Getting close. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Sweet. So let's slow down the stage transition a little bit to verify. And to clarify, that second Jade's Desert shows up because it's a placeholder for the bank. All right. So we made that work. We can do really silly stuff with that too. These, so if we move 18x A11, so we go 1B0B, we can see all the different things that the game sees as quote unquote stages. It's kind of nuts. Check this out. There we go. Yep. So there you go. Yeah, it's funny, like what the game sees as stages. It's kind of weird. Yep. Yeah, poked all of them in there. And I mean, like, we could do like random stage values, stuff like that, but there's really no need to. I think they did it smart that way. Yeah, actually, man, Axel, you're right. Which is why the het sus word 2 stage is stage ID F now. So this stuff here, these checks, this move, immediate, and then add, it's a really interesting way of doing that. It really is. It's a really interesting way of doing it. Which I guess, hey, it worked for them, so I want to see something else. I want to see if we get rid of this. If we don't move Ed Boon to A1. See this Ed Boo? This guy right here. Move Ed Boo to A1. Curious what will happen here. Nothing really happened. Oh well. This is not too bad, really. Not too bad at all. We deciphered the ultimate combat code. We saw how the ultimate combat codes are evaluated. It's neat. I mean, it's kind of neat how they evaluate them. Like this, move additional boobies, or adding them. Which, I mean, I get how it works. It's a very dubious way of doing it, I feel like. But it works and it's in place. So. $106C440. That's just so odd. Maybe it's because it's a different spot each time, which wouldn't surprise me either. Crap. So let's see, I'm gonna lose real quick here. Sorry for the murder death kill on the keyboard here. Gotta let Reptile get me. Come on, die already. Reptile, you're so boring. And here's the continue timer right here. Manipulate that. Okay, so it does change. It's not actually a static spot, which I find to be very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, here's this. I like this part too. So this is the locations of the boxes. We can manipulate these. We actually create a whole bunch of them based off this routine right here. So what these do, this routine, what this does, this puts 5D hex in A7. So if you notice, when you unlock these characters, so let's do this. Okay, so we're unlocking Melina, which is the first one. So take notice of where the rows of icons are. Yeah. Come on. So now that Melina is now at our control, we will go and promptly lose with Melina. So now what you're going to see is you're going to see that top row is gone. Okay, so now let's blank everything else out here. Crap. I gotta put everything back now. Dang it. No. Okay. So what was the code for Sub-Zero? 81835? Is that right? Okay. Maybe that 81835. Okay. Nope, that ain't right. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Seven five nine 137. There we go. So now if you watch, we're going to get sub. And then that bottom line, that bottom row, that bottom row of icons after we lose is also going to be gone. Kill McCutcheon. Be gentle. So yeah, that one's gone, the bottom one. So now if we unlock Ermac, we gotta go back to one. What did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you, Victor. Everybody should hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Give it a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Like so many Mortal Kombat characters in UMK3 Plus on their way to the inexplicably placed spikes in the bell tower. Hit that bell. Get notified. Like it like a friendship. Favorite one of those. Love how Ermac can get a lift off of that little high punch, or that little 4-hit kick. How you can combo that with some anti-air high punches off of a lift. Alright, so now when this happens, you'll see the bottom line missing. Or the middle line, yeah. So yeah, those ultimate combat codes correspond. So we move 5D hex to A7, we look at the Molina unlock, and if it is not equal to 0, we move to the next line. Then we check the Ermac lock, and if it is unlocked, we move to the next line, which would give us only Sub-Zero. So theoretically, we could put a whole bunch of these little doohickeys here. So actually, why not, I don't know, put it on display? Why not? You know? It could be fun. It'll be fine. So let's see. We need to bork a combat code. Actually, yeah, we need to bork a combat code. Okay. So now, let's see. We want to add some more lines. Move A to A9, move A to A10. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe we can't. Okay, that's how quickly we get a game over. That's how quickly we get the UMK screen. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we may be able to put some extra combat codes in here. I don't know, we'll see. Could always try something. Maybe. See if it works really quick. So I want to add a 4th row of combat codes. Let's try that real quick. Just need to move this over. Come on. Need to move this over here. All right. 7, 8. Okay. Which is that right there? FF98COBO. So okay, and then this guy. Oh wait, that wasn't right. There we go. Okay, and then we need to adjust this value. AD1E00. All right. Take a chance on this. Oop, nope. Didn't like that. What didn't you like? What did we do wrong? Oh, man, it didn't even get over there. Hold it. Okay, now. Oh. Duh. There we go. That's why it wasn't going. There we go. Or not. Okay. Alright, so it makes it back to there. Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't like that, does it? What don't you like? Anything up to here? Yeah. Doesn't appreciate that. Well, let's do something stupid. Like move it to, I don't know, A0. There we go. Oops. Can't use that either. I gotta find a register to use here. Let's try that. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Oh my god. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, kind of. Our input. We got a funky looking dragon there. So, I mean, yeah, the opportunity does exist to create multiple combat codes, multiple more combat codes, multiple extra. Akuma, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Looks like we can also squeeze these up some. Maybe Fortuna-chan, maybe. It's like, yeah, like I said, we can squeeze these up some. So you wouldn't want to squeeze them up like that. Maybe like 18, get them halfway there. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they can definitely be consolidated. Do like 15. It's probably 16. 16 would probably be the closest we want to get them together. Yeah. Yeah. So six. That's if they're space. That's if we're adding 16. To do that. So yes, if there were more combat codes to be used, we could definitely do 4. Actually, let me see something. Piece of code that we missed down here. Hold on, sorry guys. That's going to work or not. Find out. Man, it still likes to cut that off for some reason. We don't get our control. What? Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know, but fair enough. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's being kind of funky like that, but so we can fix some of these real quick. C. Where'd you go? Trying to find one value, and I'm getting really tired. There you are. Yeah, I don't know why it's squeezing us like that. That's acting funky, but it is what it is. Yeah, so if we were gonna do 4 combat codes, we could do that. We could definitely squeeze in extra combat codes, and this would all work right. It'd be no big deal. Just like I said, it's a matter of I need a little bit more. There's a little more custom code that goes on down here in order to get all that moving. In order to get all those moving parts right. So. But yeah, that's that. But we did, so we did get, we got the stage ID value decremented so that we could see the subway when the stages cycle through. Let's pull up UMK3 plus. And pull this script up. So now we'll see all the stages come through, I think. Oh, too many. There we go. There we go, we got a subway. Cycle through the stages like 4 times instead of twice, because that's not obnoxious at all. Ha. See what this looks like. Too slow. Yeah, it still feels kind of slow. Yeah, it still feels slow. I mean, it's probably gonna have to. Double the speed. Triple the speed. Yeah, probably too quick there. Ah. But can you find me? Oh, that is going to just be grand. And if I'm not mistaken, when you do a run up the ladder with Chameleon, if I have this right, let me take a look here real quick because I'm about to wrap this up. Oh, darn it. So here's yep, there's that question mark. I think it's the same thing for it's the same for N64 Chameleon, but I can't remember. Oh, no, that's right. She does have her own portrait. Forgot about that. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's a red-green value swap in the background. And then they just grayscaled her blue. Dang it. Why do I get myself into this stuff? All right. Let's see. That's right. So this is Katana's portrait. So we need to byte swap, and then a copy as hex. Array. I'm a dummy. There we go. All right. Go to our handy dandy value swaps. Let's go to red green. All right. Now we'll just go right on down the line. What's the last value here? 7F3C. Yep, okay. So we'll go copy. There we go. Almost there. Copy swap bytes. And let's go into them in here. Alright. Do it on interleave. What the crap? Hang on, almost there. Okay. See what this looks like. Oh, what the heck? Well, that ain't right. Ha! Oops. Yeah, that's totally wrong. Ha! Tried to make a huge palette. Wait, what? Oh. Dummy. There we go. Now let's try that again. Copied the bytes in the wrong way. There we go. Oh my God in heaven. What an ever-loving crap. Ugh. $256. Wait. Something's happening. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Teal Shark. Appreciate you. figure out what went wrong here. Really odd. 8,000 FFFF. FF000. Yeah, 'cause I mean that's a clean. Well, let's take a look and see something. No, that's not right. What the heck? That's way wrong. What? Oh my gosh, why? Oh, you know what? I had the, oh my gosh. I'm getting tired. That was my fault. That's more like it. Okay, now one more time. Once more into the breach. Okay. Alright, oh my. Well, yeah, so, yeah. Well, the background is right. The background is spot on. Yeah, so that is spot on. What needs to be done is to see which one is, like, what pixels correlate to her skin and her her mask. So the key would be to gray those out. But I don't have the time to do that tonight. But yeah, the background is 100% perfect. It's just knowing which one of those. It's just knowing which one of those colors you need to swap. I wonder Yeah, it would be hard to figure out a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, that is gonna be what that is gonna be for now. All right. Well. Okay. I. Whew. Don't actually need to save this one. All right. Well. Nice, cool, fun thing is. Uh, Yeah. Whew, sorry guys, I'm like super tired. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We did get some good discerning of the ultimate combat codes, which was what we were ultimately setting out to do tonight, was to explore that routine and to understand how the combat codes ticked and to get a new ultimate combat code created, tested, and working. Don't know if that's going to be the one that we go with for this other new character. You've already seen him, obviously. Not sure exactly how we're going to do it, but we'll do it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Thanks for hanging out and sticking it out with me, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.